Hello. Welcome to the Monk Cafe. Sorry I'm late. I put in the thing. I had to run to the restroom. My stomach was upset. It's probably because I ate a really bad breakfast. We're not going to talk about it. Breakfast was bad for me. But it happened. And now we're here. And I'm tired. Because I woke up with a leg cramp. Probably because I didn't drink enough water. Because I don't drink water when I'm editing. Because I don't want to get up. I'm the product of my own decisions. I hope you are all well today. I got a big glass of water. We're going to fix my life decisions. One day at a time, I'm going to fix my life decisions. We're back. I hope everybody's having a great and fantastic day today. If not, hopefully I can make it better. And if I can't make it better, hope somebody else can. Let's see. We're going to be playing Citizen Sleeper today. We're actually going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Unlike yesterday where we said we were going to do it and we didn't do it. Today we're going to do. I can't find the other. It is. That's the one. That's the location we're jumping to. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. Guys, because we've wasted so much time in the intro of the stream pooping, we're just gonna jump into Citizen Sleeper. I played the first one off stream because I thought it was gonna be too slow for stream. This one I have my own reservations as well, but I need to play it. I don't get it. If it is, then it is. What it do, Chief? We're gonna hop into Citizen Sleeper. I wish I had more energy to bring to stream today, but today, it's rough, man. It's rough out here. Bringing the best I can. Slept in and shit. Oh my goods. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Oh goodness, one sec. Someone on the wall behind me. Man, oh man. I don't know, man. It might be a short stream. I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way today. I think I'd be more productive elsewhere today. Guys, we're at Citizen Sleeper. Not for... I think what fucks me up is the first time I streamed this game, it's called Citizen Sleeper. Wedge joined. He asked, what game are you playing? I said, Citizen Sleeper. He said, damn right. And it's fucked me up. Have you ever had that one person that says some shit that just has scarred you? Now, whenever I say Citizen Sleeper in relation to stream, I think of his joke, saying that it was a sleeper. That's all I think about now. We're gonna play it anyway. I really like the game. It's a story-based game. It's a lot of reading. It's like a TTRPG. It's not as bad as Road Warden, which I really decided wasn't for stream because it was just reading. Citizen Sleeper 2. Citizen Sleeper 2. This is what I'm gonna start. This is something I'm gonna start doing. This. just in case I make a video about it, because this is going to help me so much, because I use the VODs for the videos. Alright. Citizen Sleeper 2. Star Ward Vector. I thought about getting the soundtrack for the first game, but it was too... I wasn't a big fan of it. This one, great start. It's just, I like the sound of this. Intended difficulty. For those happy to be challenged, broken dice cannot be used. Standard stress tolerance and death incurs a significant permanent penalty. That's what we want. Do I want the tutorial on? Sure, I guess. There's probably some new changes that I need to be aware of. Okay, got a new build. New builds. We have the operator. Operator sleepers are built to work with drones and remote machines over local networks to perform corporate resource extractions from a distance. Operators have expertise in working with interfaces and computer systems, but are more physically fragile than other sleepers. Their reboot skill allows them to hack their own systems to reroll dice. A risky but potentially powerful move. Sleepers assigned to operator work are usually cerebral and precise people. So what, you get... no endure. This is confusing. I have no idea what this means exactly yet. I don't remember from the last game if it was even in there. Extractor. Extractor sleepers are built to work at the coalface. The corporate resource extraction, often in hard vacuum environments. Extractors have a high level of physical endurance, but their confidence means they struggle with tasks requiring intuition. Their rally skill allows them to motivate those in their team, boosting their crew dice. Sleepers assigned to extractor work are often confident, self-sufficient, and a high level of endurance. Okay. I like the cerebral one so far. Oh, my music's playing still. The machinist. The machinist sleepers are built to repair and modify automated systems used in corporate resource extraction. Machinists are very skilled engineers, but their isolated work means that they struggle with tasks requiring a direct approach or social engagement. Their focus skill allows them to focus on a single task and boost their dice and excel in it. Sleepers assigned to machinist work are usually diligent, careful, and structured people. I'm thinking we're going to do operator because I like to do the social roles. But I also don't like the not being able to do other stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to be weak. Sorry, ice chewing. In the moments before waking, the dark space before conscious thought, you struggle to find the pieces of yourself. Usually these pieces come with a particular cadence, each appearing sequentially, like the boot process of an old terminal. First, your body, artificial, compromised, but relaying sense data all the same. Then it's context, the breeze of air filtration, the soft contact of your birth in 0G. Then emotion, coming into focus, coming into your body, bringing with it that first instinct, the one that has framed your past 100 cycles, fear. But that familiar sequence does not arrive. Instead, you are moored in space, your body distant, your context silent, even your emotions somehow obscured and scattered. Among all that disarray, only one familiar thing arrives: the fear. It is a scrambled, panicked fear. The drowning fear, the falling fear, the fear that makes you reach desperately for any stable point. It is the fear that tells you something is wrong. Something is very wrong with you. Wake up, sleeper. The voice is whispered in your ear. An act that makes you suddenly aware of your head pulsing in pain, your body rigid with tension. Sleeper, a familiar name, a mind copied, emulated, a body built, implanted, one person sleeping until their debt is worked away, their double being made to work, to be consumed, and eventually to be destroyed, a proxy, an emulation, a sleeper. That is what you are. But you escaped. Remember that now. Broke free of your corporate creator's essence up in search of a future. You cannot remember the details of your escape, but you know the fear has been with you ever since. All of a sudden, remember you have eyes, and your eyes flicker open. Pale eyes and a pale face. Layan. The name comes with its own specific sensation of fear, one you recoil from instinctively. Sorry to interrupt, a sharp smirk, but this ends here. You search your mind for more than a name. Is this how you reward me for my generosity? Lane is leaning over your horizontal floating body, looking down into your eyes. I took you in, protected you, gave you a purpose. You try to look away to the corners of your vision to find something you understand. Your body does not respond. But I suppose that wasn't enough. He reaches into his pocket of his jacket and retrieves a small vial. This wasn't enough. The vial glitters. This object you know and have known for a long time. Stabilizer. The drug that keeps your artificial body, your emulated mind, from inevitable decay. The only balm for your planned obsolescence. The liquid rolling in the vial fills you with disgust. Lane pockets the vial. But it would be wasted on you now. After what you've done to this body of yours. He looks at you with palpable disgust. Lane's eyes scan your body, and as they do, you become aware of the wires and tubes attached to you. Those that weren't meant to free you from your dependence, from the stabilizers and the control it grants Lane. They are free, you piece of shit! They don't need you anymore! The voice comes from somewhere behind Lane's head. It is a voice you know. When you search your mind to try to understand why, you find only dizzying darkness. Shut him up! Lane barks the command, and you hear the sound of impact, of pain from elsewhere in the room. You try to move your limbs again, and this time you feel a flicker, the twitch of a finger. You feel the extension of compression of synthetic muscles. Free, are you? Lane smirks. You were free when I disabled your tracker, when I gave you the stabilizers you needed. He scans your body with angry eyes. Now you aren't free. You're just broken. I had such big plans for you, Sleeper. I invested in you. Lane grips your arm hard, and you feel a jolt of reaction. You will the arm to move, but you have ruined all of that. Lane speaks louder over the sound of struggle behind him. I will try to preserve your body, of course. I have my own uses for it. But your emulation... You feel one of his hands searching behind your head. He finds and grips the thick cable running into the port at the base of your skull. I will burn that one out. Lane jerks forward, slamming across your body and spinning away out of sight. You feel yourself rolling, the cables plugged into you, looping and wrapping around your limbs. Then you feel hands steadying you, pulling cables. You glance around wildly and see someone diligently unplugging you. You meet his eyes. Hey. He waves a hand in your dazed face. We need to move. Lane won't be out long. He unloops a cable from around your wrist. Sleeper, help me out here. You blink slowly. Do you know this person? He leans over you and you feel his hands on the connectors, flicking switches, releasing locks. Come on, come on, come on! He tugs the connector clear and pulls you up. You see the room you're in for the first time, filled with tech and terminals, wires waving everywhere, all lit by big windows looking out on an impossibly bright, screen-filled street beyond. In the corner, you see the dark shape of a floating body surrounded by a glittering constellation of crimson baubles. Is that blood? Move! You are wrestled and shoved towards the door, which slides open in front of you, and then you are out in all the brightness, all that movement, gliding hard towards some unknown destination. You come to a stop in a dark alley. The one who guided you are pausing to catch his breath. He doubles over beside a massive life support unit that sends a lukewarm breeze across your skin. You stare at him, trying to recall anything about him. You notice his tattered jacket, his lightweight clothes. Remember, this station runs hot. Something about the power that flows through the place. He looks up and meets your eyes. What's going on, sleeper? He wipes sweat from his forehead, and it floats away in a swarm of sphere. Talk to me. Who are you? What was that? Where are we? Who are you? You see a concerned frown cross his face. Don't mess with me, sleeper. That's not funny. He comes closer, eyeing you carefully. What station are you on? He narrows his eyes, waits for the answer. You close your eyes, trying to recall. You force your way through the dark to the image of a station. No, a city, growing on the back of a vast set of hexagonal solar cells. Shadowed by them, you open your eyes. Dark side. The words leave your mouth like an exhale, an instinct. Before you heard yourself sounded out, you didn't know it was there. He sighs. And me, who am I? You see something like fear in his eyes, panic perhaps. You stare hard at his face, the slight upturn of his mouth, the intensity of his stare. Nothing comes. He closes his eyes and drops his head, putting a hand to his temple. The reboot. He speaks quietly to himself. Lane interrupted the process, and he lifts his head and stares at you. We need to keep going. We need to leave. He turns and kicks off down the alley. Come on. The rig can't be far. As you are led through the passages and serviceways of the station, you try to recall your life here. The texture, the temperature of Darkside feels familiar, but you struggle to pin specific memories to it. Focusing hard, you recall waking up in these passages, cycle after cycle, the rhythms of the station flowing over you along with the crowds. You recall desperation and the slow decay of your body that caused it. Then Lane, those pale eyes, offer you a glittering vial, stabilizer, the promise of supply more for your work, a deal he locked you into like a cage. There your memories fail you, but in the dark beyond the moments that residue of panic, of fear, remains. You were Lane's prisoner, Lane's plaything. You shudder in the cold passage. Wait! Your guide holds up a hand, and you stop your glide using the wall. Ahead you see the tunnel opens up into a wide open bay, with a few doors leading to a cylindrical tunnel, the docks. They're watching the rig. He nods towards the docks, and you see one of the doors has a couple of figures flanking it. One covered in ornate tattoos, and the other bright silver implant along their cheekbones. What the fuck? Estubo. Lane's guys. I was trying to figure out how to say that name. Estubo! He looked at you and shakes his head in frustration. All this. It's not coming back to you, is it? Something catches your eyes and you see he is playing with a coin, nervously turning it over and over in his fingers. He sees you looking and slips it away. He places a hand on his chest. I'm Seraphim, alright? He looks pained when he speaks. Lane, he was our captor, both of us. We did this so we could escape. We needed to reboot you, to break your dependence on stabilizer. He pauses. You know what that is, right? You nod meekly. But Lane interrupted me back there. The reboot didn't complete and... He sighs and shakes his head. We can still make this work. He looks back at the docks. I'll lead them away. You get the docking bridge open. If we make it to the rig, I know how to get us in. Got that? He searches your face for a sign of recognition. I've got it. Get the door open. He pats you on the shoulder. I know you can do this. Seraphim kicks off hard and glides into the dock. Over here, shitheads, he bellows to the guards as he barrels through. They immediately push off from the wall, giving chase. Tutorial! During scenes, you may encounter skill checks where they can perform certain actions using the skills, like the dice actions you will encounter later. Skill checks have a positive, neutral, and negative outcome. The better the rating of your skills, the more likely you'll be able to succeed the check. The odds of success are displaced when you select the check. You can see more info in the guide section of the pause menu. I know all this. I didn't need this tutorial. It's a TTRPG, guys. That's what the game is. It's a TTRPG. But it's a reader. That's the issue. I may move my camera to the left side, but I think it is still best here because you only miss the corner of the chat. You wait a breath, then glide across the door they were guarding. You look, already panicked, at a tightly sealed door, its control panel locked out. You hear a shout from somewhere nearby. You need to get it open. Oh, that's right. That's what that meant. So, okay. So I can hack the door. I have a 50% chance of being positive or neutral, because it's a positive action. Because I don't have the strength, that's the engineer, that's like the engineer character I took, I have 50% neutral, 50% negative. So really, I just want to go with hack the door. Neutral outcome, cool. You shift the control panel, trying to understand the readout. The door is on emergency lockdown. Somewhere you hear more shouting. Your fingers hover over the keys. You switch to administration layer and begin flooding the door operation system with spoof requests. Desperately hammering the controls, the control OS crashes and the door judders halfway open before failing. Go, go! Seraphim flies past you through the doorway into the docking tunnel. You turn to see the two guards approaching fast across the dock and quickly guide after Seraphim. Seraphim is already at the rig's door, inputting an entry code. The rig's door scissors open and you both rush inside. Quickly! Seraphim grabs you by the arm and drags you up to the cockpit, the ship's layout hazy in your mind. He dumps you in the flight seat and straps himself into his own. You see him tap a series of buttons as he does, talking to himself. Come on. The rig's drive rumbles into life. Then Seraphim slams a button on the console. You feel the force of the ship acceleration as it pulls away. So this is the game I remember. You basically get your dice beforehand, and you have to strategically use your dice throughout the day. As the ship glides into place on the connecting bridge, its automatic systems nudge thereby the port's docking protocols. You feel a sense of relief. Seraphim burned hard out of dark side, and you dropped in and out of consciousness in your seat as the rig made its way across the belt. But now, with open space between you and the lane, you feel refresher, more awake. Seraphim breaks the silence. We're good, sleeper. His eyes don't leave the monitor, and you realize this part of your escape is routine for him. You and he must have docked this ship countless times in your work for lane. The problem is, you don't remember any of them. Which is realistic, because I played Citizen Sleeper 1 a long time ago. We made it, he whispers, closing his eyes and letting out a sigh. Certainly did. He turns, and you see a pained look on his face, as if remembering something difficult. Have you said this exact thing to him before, in the same situation? Stay silent. I'm gonna be quiet. Sometimes you gotta listen. Seraphim reaches up, flicking through a set of switches in a practiced fashion, completing the shutdown. You watch a little frustrated with your own uselessness. Running the rig, you realize, is just another thing you've forgotten. A clunk that runs through the walls of the ship is followed by a short, percussive alarm tone from the pilot's console. Docking complete. Seraphim kicks off from his seat, twisting as he glides past you towards the back of the cockpit. His hands find the rails on either side of the door, and he pauses, facing into the corridor beyond. Turns back to you, backlit in cold cyan. We need a plan. He glances around. Lane's not going to let us slip away quietly. He sighs. We need to talk. Seraphim furrowed his brow. Not now, sleeper. We need to forget. He flinches, the words coming out wrong. We need to focus on something other than... He pauses again, unsure. Us. He sighs. We need to survive this thing first. Then maybe we talk. Stay silent. We've bought ourselves some time. He glances through the cockpit window at the blinking lights of the station. You may not remember Hexport, but I do, and there are plenty of opportunities here for us. If we can keep our heads down, he turns back to the corridor, that's what we'll do. He pushes off and glides towards the main lock, and you follow, pulling yourself along hand over hand in 0G. We already emptied the tank on this thing. He slaps a hand against the ship's insides. So we need to refuel, and that won't be cheap. But if you and I know one thing, sleeper, it's how it'll work. I'm going to get myself reacquainted, see if I can turn up any old connections, people that might throw us an easy contract. You, keeps glances back over his shoulder, you keep out of trouble. Low profile, got it. Got it! Seraphim stops at the airlock. Stopping the reboot halfway through, he pulls a worn crew jacket from a locker and starts pulling it on. We don't know what that did to you. He jams an arm into his sleeve. I don't want you passing out, and he stops. I'll be fine. Seraphim drops his head, swearing to himself. He grabs another crew jacket and thrusts it at you. Just put the damn hood up, will you? And take it and slip it on. Thank you. Seraphim nods. He stabs at the button to open the lock. The inner door hisses open and Seraphim glides through. Wait for a little bit, then leave. Anyone looking for us will be looking for two people traveling together. He looks at you in your worn crew jacket, a limited disguise for what is clearly a sleeper. We meet back here later. Any trouble? Same thing. Meet here. He surveys your disguise again and shakes his head. This is a shitty idea. He gives you one last look. Maybe you find yourself something to eat. Suddenly you recognize Seraphine's instinct to look after you. A flash of relationship now lost to the reboot. Catch. Seraphine throws a handful of something towards you. You manage to grab the projectile, and when you open your hands, it's a stack of crypto chits. Those should get you some food. We'll need some more for fuel and supplies. He grimaces. That means odd jobs on the station for both of us. Seraphine kicks off and glides down the docking bridge. Don't go too far, alright? He shouts as he leaves. Take it slow. And with that, he's gone. Leaving the connecting bridge and heading into Hexport's docking concourse. You wait for a moment in the silence. Think about Seraphine. It's hard to know what's going on inside Seraphine's head. Here he is, on some hapless escape plan with a friend who can't remember a thing about him. You try to imagine how close you both must have been for him to agree to this thing. But it is painful to think about. It's all gone now, anyway. All you can do is move on. You shake the thoughts from your head and pull the jacket tight. Let's see what Hexport has to offer. You kick off and glide into the port. Alright, we're going to do a quick ad break so I can stretch my back. We only had 5 minutes for the ad anyway. So we'll be right back here. Sorry guys, I didn't know it wasn't auto-playing. Not feeling too great today, as I mentioned. I wish the game was set to autopilot. I forgot to do that. But it doesn't matter now. We're back. Goodness gracious. Hopefully, we can stay here and stay present. Alright, guys. I'm here. Gonna be a short stream. I feel it in my guts. I'm not feeling well. Okay. New tutorial. Welcome to Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector. We just finished all the tutorial stuff, the intro stuff. The game runs in cycles, during which you can perform actions with your dice, use cryo to buy food, fuel, supplies, and items. Progress clocks towards new scenes and events. You can review tutorials at any time in the guide. We don't care truly. I think I know what I'm doing at this point. So this is where we are, the rig. And this is where you can basically, I think we can rest here. We have two spots. We have the Hexport docks and the Hexport exchange. I don't think we have anything else yet. Oh, this is a small port. Oh, there's only two things here. I'm used to the city from the first game. We'll go to the Hexport docks. First location. In Sleeper 2, you perform actions by assigning action dice, that's what I was talking about earlier, to them. The higher the dice you assign, the more likely you will to succeed at any action. But your dice will be modified by your skills. Your skill modifier for the action is displayed on the right and will reduce or increase the value of dice assigned to the action. Like skill checks, dice actions have 3 outcomes, positive, negative, neutral. Each action is also rated safe, risky, and dangerous based on the outcome it has. The more dangerous an action is, the more significant both its reward and consequences are. For more information on dice actions, we ignore this. We know. Chat to the crew. There are plenty of crews milling around the docks and moving cargo. This should be a good source of info. Explore the docks. Hexport docks are a dizzying mess, braided cables and flickering signage. Filled with busy spacers, exploring is both thrilling and intimidating. Don't remember what my skills are, to be honest with you. Can I see my character? No. Yeah, don't remember what skills I have. I don't know if there's any way to see it either. Okay. Guess we're just gonna remember. So we'll probably just take the risky one. Export dock drums. Yeah, we got to get stuff done. We have to like complete this to get to the next like information thing. So let's see here. We'll go D4 on that. What does that do for me? 25 positive, 50 neutral. No. So I don't know if I add a plus to any of this. I don't remember what my things were. I know I don't have endure. That's it. What if I sign a 4 to that? I don't want to use up all my great dice, but... let's see what the other... oh, wait. Can I check from here? Oh, here we go. So I have... Yeah. No dice damage on push reroll. Reroll 1 dice. I have interface, I have a little into it, and a little engage. Endure, I have nothing of an engineer I'm not good at. Yeah, I need 4 to get it, I think, and 2 to get these. Okay. Okay. I'm understanding. What's the other place have? Trade scrap. Trading scrap is all about identifying material and cleaning up the components. I don't have any engineering traits. Impress the brokers. The data brokers in the heart of the exchange. They show off their knowledge by discussing decryption. Maybe you can talk to them. This would be a good one for me. I could probably get away with the 4 here. Wait, what? Oh, it's just saying I'm proficient. Why did it turn red? Missing. Oh, okay, it is positive. That coloring, that messed me up. So turn the 4 to a 5. We like that. 2 to 3. Yeah. We'll go with the 4 here. Nice. New location discovered. The Hexport Trade Hall. Fuel depots, so you can exchange, you can buy fuel here. You can fill fuel. Buy supplies, fill supplies. Not gonna do any of that. Let's go back here. Let's talk to the brokers some more. These are 2. Hopefully we get positive. Okay, I'll take the neutral. Get rid of the 2. That 1 turns to a 2, which is just bad. Hard. Hard. Alright, 5. 100% positive. So I gotta use that 5. Nice. Rules of the exchange. The exchange buzzes with the conversation of commerce. It's a place where contracts are found. You just need to look. New location. Export canteen. Okay, let's get some food in us. Finished here, so we got to go back to the dock. We're gonna use exchange here. Really, I should have kept my 5, I think.
Finally, I've been waiting. I'm your local customer, Sansi30. If you open your bar later, I'd love something to treat my coughs. I've been coughing for days now.
That's less than ideal. I mean, we got the bar's open. Technically, we're out in space now. We're in interdimensional space, so we don't have any of the regulators. But you tell me what I can possibly give you that could help with your cough. I don't know what you have in mind. I ain't got pharmaceuticals unless you think of your the pharmaceutical, or the doctor was also the barber. All right, I think we're gonna use the chat with crew just because it's a little safer. I don't want to use this 1, but I might have to. We'll use the 6 first. New location. Let's see. The Bends. Intuit and Cryo. Play Star Stokers, a space gambling game. Play with custom magnetic dice. Chits are stashed in symbol-marked cans, and winning is ruthlessly luck-based. Oh god, I have a 1 left. Also, welcome in, Sans. I hope you're having a great day. We're playing Citizen Sleeper 2. I got a 1, dog. Let's go. 50% chance to be neutral. I fucking got neutral. Alright, time to go to bed. Time to go to bed. Hot water with honey and lemon. I got you, Sansi. I got you. Give me a moment. Alright, bro. There you go. I got a hot water with honey and lemon. Thankfully, I just had that stuff lying around. Do you want the lemon muddled? The rig is your ship and home to the Star Wars belt. The rig is docked at the hub. There are multiple areas you can visit. No problem at all. Bunks. Use dice to reduce stress. Galley use supplies to regain energy. Also, the rig is in dock at the hub. Your crew will also help to gather resources and contribute to upkeep of the ship. You can choose which resource they should focus on in the crew task menu to the left. That's all new. They have a random choice of acquiring it at the beginning of the following segment. Listen, man, if you ain't got the money right now, we have a tab system. You have to sign a document that upholds the tab that no matter where you are or time in international space, if you do not pay within the given timestamp, we come and get you. And you work in the kitchen for a set amount of time to pay off the debt. So if you want to sign right here. Or you can just give me the $5. I'll take the $5. Subscriptions also. Yeah. Yeah. Me saying it out my mouth, realizing, oh. My brain screamed stop, but my bit said keep going. I just take the $5. You can choose which resources they should focus on. Well, hey, a little more wholesome. You pay what you can, and if you can't, then we do the whole tab system. We keep it wholesome. It's a trade and barter system. But if you have nothing to trade or barter, then we take into the interdimensional space tab system where you work in the kitchen. The kitchen we do not have if the health inspector comes around. The kitchen that does not exist. We only have the burners here for tea and coffee. While the rig is in the dock of the hub, your crew can do stuff. That's all new stuff to me. The clock is a cycle clock. It will progress towards an event each cycle and completion with a significance. That makes sense. Now, so I just have Seraphin. Oh, it tells me what he's good at, which is the one I'm not, and that, which is engage and endure. So he must be the other build. The construction one. So he's doing odd jobs. Oh, I can tell him what to do. He's already doing odd jobs, I thought. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. You're just coming in, Sansi. I'm actually not feeling very well today, so it might be a short stream. I've disappeared twice now during stream. You've put some distance between you and Lane, but you are sure that he'll close the gap as soon as he's able. Oh, now I gotta really understand that one note. What the heck did you just say? Homonus use? Oh, man. But I just saw you after weeks. Hey, you know, man, I don't know. I don't know, man. Why are you second note? I'm still trying to understand what Note said, because Note does this to me every time. Use Monahoe. Use Monahoe. Clearly I'm not first. You are not, but you are the first to click that button. You all operated so weirdly. It's hilarious to me. Alright. Rig bunks and the rig galley. I don't think we can do the rig bunk because I don't have any dice. I didn't save a dice to sleep. Didn't know that was something I needed. Make a meal that uses my supplies. Or I can just end cycle. Yeah. We just end cycle. If you ain't first, you last, Ricky Bobby. Alright, we only got 1, 2. No, by the way, if you've never seen these games, this game I think is going to be particularly up your alley because you like that sci-fi. If you're thinking of playing it, this is the second one. They are sci-fi, like TTRPG style games. Usually I don't play them on stream because it's a lot of reading. But today I was like, I really want to play this game anyway. How the hell have I been subbed for 7 months? I mean, that's cool and I appreciate it. I don't know why you're being upset about it. I don't know why you're being upset about it. But yeah, no, this is since I know you like sci-fi books, I think you'll like this one. I think you got gifted. The manager has been giving random gifted subs on like Saturdays. So you might have gotten one of them. Exactly, Sansi. My thoughts exactly. Okay. We're in trouble, sleeper. Seraphim leans into the bunks as you are getting up. Without further explanation, he disappears down the corridor towards the rear of the ship. You drift out into the passage, pulling on your clothes and glide down the length of the rig. The cool air makes you shiver. Seraphim is silhouetted, silently leading the way. He stops at the far end, diverting through a side door, shooting you a glance as he does. You find Seraphim inside, holding one of the tangled of arm-thick tubes that are waving in the ZOG engine room. You know what these are? Tubes? Fuel pipes? It's not just fantasy you read, Note. Dude, you were all about... I'm trying to remember what the book was. I know you read fantasy, but you also had sci-fi. You had, like... You said you don't like the crazy overcomplicated sci-fi. Am I fucking up? You don't like the crazy overcomplicated sci-fi. Or it's the other way around. But there's a sci-fi you like, right? 7 times, dog. 7 times. Tubes. Fuel pipes. No, tell me. No, tell me. These are the engine's feed lines. He waves one in the air. And before you ask, no, they aren't supposed to be waggling loose. What happened? What did you do? What did you do? Seraphim laughs. Oh, I see how it is. These must have broken loose when we pushed the ship hard on our way out of Darkside. He looks at the mess. We are lucky the reserve tank is empty. Otherwise, he shakes his head. Would have been bad. But he pushes the pipe to the side. No feed from the reserve tank means that the rig Rig's range is limited to local regions only. He thumps the large, lumpen housing of the engine. This thing can't take us anywhere far. So we fix it. Seraphin laughs. That's the short of it. Seraphin whacks the engine housing again, harder this time. Just not been our run of luck. He turns and starts gathering the tangled feed lines, his frustration evident in the violence of his movement. We will need a new set of these, that's for sure. Starts forcing them into a crate. So, how about you try to track them down? Okay, I've read some Star Wars and 1 or 2 Star Treks, but Star Wars is barely it. Yeah, I mean sci-fi, I get you. I mean, it is sci-fi. It's in space. It's like a rock opera. I'll take a long look at things here and see if I can figure out another fix for the reserve tank. He glances up from his work. From what I've heard on Hexport, Factory Row is the place to find ship fitters. Maybe you can do some recon while I sort this place out. It's on the other end of the station. Okay, I'll take a look. Seraphin keeps working. Wait, Seraphin pauses, seemingly unsure. There's something else. He drops the feed lines and they float, waving in the air like tubular seaweed. I've heard word that Layon's on the hunt. He frowns. Message went out everywhere in the local radius of Darkside. He's looking for us. Shit. You said it, Seraphin sighs. Which is why we need those feed lines. I'm going to try and work something out. Maybe I can improvise a solution. I don't know. He looks down. I'm no ship fitter. But while I do, you go hunting. See what you can turn up, okay? He smiles a weak smile. Get going. You leave the engine room, the clinking sound of Seraphin's cleanup efforts echoing through the ship. Fuel feed lines. That's the next step. Take a deep breath and head out. All right. You've discovered a drive. Drives help you track and choose your objectives in Citizen Sleeper 2. The arrow button on the top left. Yeah, I already saw this. Drive comes with 2 types, major and minor. It's side quests or major quests. Oh, but they do give you 2 upgrade points if you do a major and 1 if you do a minor. Keep an eye on the drive menu as they progress what new and objectives. Yeah. Okay, so this is our countdown clock till the dude that wants to kill us gets here. Hey, Indy, what is up, dog? How are you doing today, my guy? Welcome back to the Monk Cafe. And Indy's first. Not second, though. That's Note's job. How you doing today, Indy? Alright, Note did. You didn't click first, Sansi. I don't know what you want. You didn't click first. As far as I can tell. From what I can see. Factory Row, Ramshackle Fabrication Center. I'm speaking logically. I don't know, man. I'm looking at the button, and it says it clearly here in chat that Indy's first. So I don't know. My hands are tied. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you want me to do. My hands are tied. All right, search the row with Intuit or Endure. Nope, we're using Intuit because I have no Endure. He can't be first and third. Sue him. I clicked third and he did. Sue them. So, yeah. All right. Here's the weird game that they play, Sansi. When Indy shows up, he clicks all of them. When Note shows up, he clicks second or third, never first. When Fluffy shows up, he only ever clicks third, and when Tanky shows up, he clicks all three as well. That's the game they play. That's what the regulars be doing in here. So if you want to be first, you can't be last. You gotta get into it. Yeah. They're fighting for what is the briefest moment of dopamine. Say that to my Laura, you ain't surviving. No, not Kirby with feet. Where's Kirby's shoes? He's got the grippies out. He's got the grippies. Oh, okay. I'm going to tell you some wild, kind of gross, and nobody's going to like it. Okay, real quick. We're going to come into the cafe for this. Real gross, kind of wild. Nobody wants to hear this. I'm going to tell you anyway because this is the Monk Cafe, and I like telling y'all unhinged shit. I recently went with my wife to get a pedicure. This pedicure was highly needed. Because my feet were actual grippers. My heels were so dry and cracked from this fucking winter that when I put my foot on my wife's sweatpants and pulled them off, she gasped as the Velcro pulled the sweats away from her skin. Gross, yes. Unhinged, yes. Should I tell you this? No. Did I? Yes. It's all solved now. I got a pedicure. But brother, when I could go like this and I actually had grip, grippers. I yelled, oh my God, I got grippers. Oh. What the fuck is your lawyer? I love how everyone goes silent because everyone's like, please, God, stop talking. Is it a skeleton dragon? Water. Okay. So, search the room. Ghost Monk. I know. That's why I wanted to share it. I sent you the cursed TikTok, right? If I learn or seek gross information, I must share. It is my sickness. Factory owners of the row speak mostly in terms of supply and demand. Going door to door might help you find ship fitters you need. I'm gonna have to do that because there ain't no way I'm doing hauling material. We're gonna try and use up our 3 first. Let's go! Neutral! We're now gonna use up our 2 and pray we get neutral again. Just get it out of here. Just get it done. Get rid of it. Let's go! Neutral, baby! I can't believe that worked. We got a new location. The Swift Scrap Soul. What? Data diffusal shift. Bro said he had grippers and caps with his whole chest. Bro, I got grippers! Bro, the grippies! All scrap yards have paid data diffusal work to offer. Old tech tends to be laced with protocols and countermeasures that need disabling. The engineer job I cannot do, and I have no cargo to sell. So, we're going to do some data diffusal. It's my best skill. And it should give me some money, I'm assuming. I only got good stuff, so let's take it. Let's take some money. I only need 1 to finish that last place. 10? That ain't as much as I was hoping it'd be. Alright, we're gonna back out of there then. We need money for fuel anyway, so it's not like I don't need it. We'll use our 5 for the searching the row and finishing this up. You asked about my lawyer. That's one of my buddies' kind of pet, I guess. He's a VTuber, and that's his undead dragon Skelly. That's your lawyer? An undead dragon named Skelly? Bro, did you go to Skelly and Dragons? Is that the name of the firm? And we're gonna search the road. Yeah, let's go. Continue. Factory Row howls as you glide through its cramped passages. Whatever its many bays and rooms once were, they now serve as containers for industry of every kind. Wearing manufactories precisely engineer components with rapid shifting arms, while scrappers hammer incessantly at bent ship plates. Everywhere you look, oh my god, my brain. Everywhere you look, there is energy and activity. Oh, indeed, thank you. Much love. Thank you so much. I'm gonna snooze this ad 1 second here. So we finish this part here. I appreciate you, dog. Big love. Dude, I love that emote. The shaking, I don't know if people realize what that is. It's shaking with a cross. It's for chat when they're scared. When I'm saying something like my grippers, when I'm talking about my grippers, that is what I expect. Also, the chopper screams cry is great too. Love that as well. That's my lawyer. He mostly just eats people so I don't get sued. Ah, fair enough. 100 dead dragon versus $100,000 lawyer. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Sansi, I think you're cooked. I don't think the $100,000 lawyer can fight an undead dragon. This will not be settled in the court of law. This will be settled in the arena. Everywhere you look, there's energy and activity for good reason. Hexport itself is built on a derelict fragment of a solar reflector, and even the small amount of energy generated by its remaining mirrors is enough to power a city of machines. It is familiar to you, of course, in a strange, far-off way because of Darkside. That place and your memories of it are a muddy haze, but it is hard to forget the glint of its hexagonal reflectors, 10 or 20 times more in number than Hexport's, and that wild flickering city growing on their back like a tumor. In comparison, Hexport feels provincial, but deep in Factory Row, you could almost be back in Darkside. And then you see them. Tubes just like those Seraphim have been waving in your face. The feed lines. You push over to the display window of the unit marked Karsten Supply and block capital cut from hull plate. There amongst an angled shelf of oversized ship components sit the feed lines, like some large biomechanical tangle of snakes. You slip inside where the sound of Factory Row is a little screened, and spot a large figure working at a bench, hunched over, concentrating. It seems he doesn't notice you enter. I'm just gonna be like a creepy person and just stand there quietly. Oh my. I don't know why he looks so zesty. Wait a minute. Why you look zesty? Why are you standing like that? It says intimidating shopkeep, but he's not intimidating. He looks zesty. Manager, You're supposed to be at work. What are you doing? Actually, no, I'm glad. If you're here, that is good news. That means it's probably a better day for you, and I'm glad. If you can be here, it must be a better day, and I hope so, and I'm happy for you. Bro is cooked. I'll wave some tubes in your face. Whoa. Whoa. I'll bring fire. What is that image? Oh, God, that's awful. Indy, that one's awful. It's a cat. I didn't realize it's a cat because it's awful. You let him work, watching as, despite his heavy build, he delicately aligns the components, their layers slotting like puzzle pieces. After a few moments of observing the process, he turns his head a little towards you. Can I help you? His accent is heavy, but unknown to you. Those feed lines, how much? The sharp clink as Karsten places his tools and the component together against a magnetic plate on the wall. He turns with surprising grace and begins cleaning his hands on a cloth. The sharp eyes scan you, but Carson's thick-set features do not betray the results of his assessment. Custom built those for a client that never collected. Looks at his hands while he speaks, checking for stray oil stains. You have one of them old MEVs then? He sounds out the letters in a way you don't recognize as he speaks. Try to recall anything you know about your ship, but the memories elude you. Perhaps Seraphin should have come along. I think so. Carson squints a little. Right. Look. Carson drifts over to where you are standing, his imposing height evident. For a fellow enthusiast like you, he continues in a distinctive monotone. Let's say a few hundred cryo on a clean chits. He shoots a glance at the feed lines. 400, let's say. Be precise. I don't... Oh shit, snooze the ad. I don't have 400. Carson looks you up and down and sniffs. It's expensive, I know. It's a shame, but it's just what they are worth. He screws up his mouth a little, and something that might be a smile. However, I'm more of the bartering type myself anyway. Barter sounds good. Karsten nods sagely. There's a little favor I need a crew for, and well, you look like you might be a good fit. Tucks his cloth away in the pocket and clasps his hands. I know an old Solheim wreck out there. Very old, pre-collapse. It's tucked away in the dead zone, so no one has ever really cut it. Shrugs. Not only that, but Solheim derelicts have a habit of triggering nasty security protocols when approached by an unfamiliar ship, so it's been left well alone. But a salvager like you, an old Solheim rig, I bet it wouldn't even flinch if it saw you coming. Smiles. I have a special interest. I need for that old tech. All those Solheim ships have a data core. And while I don't care about the accounting reports and the material ledgers or whatever they kept on the damn thing, I do care about the hardware. So, if I was to find you back here with the data core in your cargo hold, clean cut and complete, well then, I could see my ways to doing a straight barter for those feed lines. Carson pauses, sniffs at the air again. You just need those coordinates. Why do you want it? Simple as that. You're using external emotes. You're subbed and you can use proprietary emotes. That's unloyal. I'm suing you for that. Yeah. You're using external emotes and you just subbed. Sue, sue, sue. Oh, bro, homie missing the finger. Bro, he missing the middle finger, dog. He can do the thing. He can do the thing. Why do you want it? Simple as that. Simple as that. He repeats. Simple as that. He repeats in his monotone way. So, you interested? Glances back at his workbench, because I'm a busy man. I'll do it. Alright then. He holds out a heavy hand for you to shake, and as you automatically reach out, he grabs your forearm instead. Carson pulls you closer, squeezing your arm. Let's keep this one between us, alright? He smiles, half smiles, his face huge and close. It's our deal. Before you can respond, he thumbs a little drive in your palm, those coordinates. And then he lets go of your arm with what you swear is a wink. He's zesty. Bro, he's zesty. He's standing like this. Bro, he got this going on. He got this going on. He said, let me tell you, I can let go of them felines if you go and do a little favor for me. Little zesty on him. Little of this. Take a moment to gather yourself, and by the time you do, a whirring fills the air. Carson have returned to his workbench. You turn and glide out of Carston's supplies with a growing mix of anxiety and excitement in the pit of your stomach, and the cacophony of Factory Row in your ears. Contract. Seraphin might even be impressed. You look at the drive in your palm and smile. This could be a route out. You think of leaving this place behind in possession of an improved ship, too. Suddenly a small but firm hand falls on your back. An equally small voice coming with it. Hey, wait up! You turn in the passage and see a young woman. Oh, I ain't got time to read the rest of this. We gotta do the ad break. We gotta do the ad break! We gotta do the ad break! We shall return after the ad break. We will return. I had to text my wife. Bro, there's so many words. Switch. Twitch. Alright, leave the rest of y'all. No Twitch. Back to the game. Yeah, you can only do one per lock, which is really hard. I understand it for when you have a large amount of people, but there should be an adjustment for smaller groups. But that is how it works. That's how it works. Alright. You turn in the passage to see a young woman, her hair waving from the rapid glide she clearly just came out of to catch you. She steadies herself using your shoulder. Sorry. She smiles a quick and flat smile. Wanted to catch you. I'm Junie. Her dark eyes flick around nervously. You notice the portable terminal she's carrying. Something data scrapers call a deck. It's a keyboard. And her backpack full of components and trailing wires. Do I know you? She pauses, confused by the question. No. She pauses again. Karsten, she starts, still catching her breath. He sent me to grab you. She smiles that flat smile again. Wants me to come with you on that job. Her eyes shoot down to the drive in the palm of your hand. She smiles again. Are you sure? Why didn't he tell me? She glances back towards Karsten. I guess he forgot? He does that sometimes. She looks sheepishly at you. He just grabbed me after you two were done talking, so... Karsten always sending me on things like this. I guess he wants me to help you out? Keep an eye on things? She pauses. I can be pretty helpful. So, She looks around the passage. Should I meet you at your ship, and you can tell me when you're ready to go? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, young woman. You've come out of nowhere, and I have a man hunting for me. I'm not sure. She looks nervous. Sure. I mean, you aren't sure when you're leaving? I'm not sure if you're coming. She pauses, thinking. I mean, Carson said I need to go. She glances back at the shop direction. And he does get pretty mad when people don't do what he asked. She shrugs. I don't care. Look! She glances around. You're going to need me out there. There's a reason that derelict has been left alone. I specialize in Solheim wrecks. She meets your eye. I can help you get what you need. I'll just play hardball, dude. Whatever. She smiles a weak smile. She pushes off and waves. Looking forward to working with you. She calls back as an afterthought. What? I don't trust this girl. I love her design. I don't trust her. Let her go. You watch her disappear down the passage. Things are getting complicated already, but at least you have a contract and a way to get the feed lines. Junie clearly works with data based on the gear she was looking around, which might make her useful when it comes to pulling out a data core. But the question is, what does she get out of it? And why didn't Carson mention her sooner? No, I don't trust her. First and foremost, my major skill set is that of those data breachers, so I just have the skills to do it myself. Second, Carson didn't mention somebody else coming with us. Third, she's like the NSA, she's a hacker girl coming out of nowhere, and I got a man hunting for my life. You know what I mean? I don't know whose you is or who's your man's, but you ain't coming with me. I don't know whose you is. Junie clearly works with data based on the gear she was looking around. So she could have got my data, which might make her useful when it comes to pulling out a data core. I have those skill sets. But the question is, what does she get out of it? And why didn't Carson mention her sooner? Consider your options as you head back towards the rig. I don't know about this, sleeper. Seraphim looks nervously out of the rig's window as you finish explaining Carson's deal, as well as Junie's offer to help. If this job was easy, Carson would have done it himself already. That means there's a catch. He frowns at the stars. And there's definitely something going on with this Junie girl. He shakes his head. What choice do we have? She would be useful, though. I think it's a lucky break. What choice do we have, I think, is the option here. What choice do we have? What if, Seraphim narrows his eyes, we could get the cryo together to buy the feed lines? Is that even possible? I found a contract board at the exchange, further in the station. Gestures towards Hexport. We take on a job, they might get us some of the way towards buying those feed lines. Plus, even if we do want to take Carson's job, a bit of money to get ourselves prepared wouldn't be a bad idea. Fill up the fuel, supplies, be ready for whatever comes. Do we have the time? That's my question. Do we have time? Probably not. But without cryo for fuel and supplies, we aren't going anywhere. Seraphim sighs. Just take a look at the contract board. See what you think. While you're at it, you might want to see if you can scare up some freelance crew too. Seraphim shrugs. Many hands make light work and all that. Or we stop messing around, we take Carson's job right now and get it done before he can think twice. Seraphim yawns. Seems like a whole set of bad options to me. Either way, I've still got work to do on the drive. Seraphim nods a farewell, heading back to the engine room. Let me know what you decide. For a moment you pause, letting the haze of plans and ideas settle in your mind. Suddenly, you curl up, pain shooting along your spine. You grit your teeth, your muscles locked tight. Your vision narrows as you squeeze your eyes shut. You feel a shift, as if some connection has broken. It's almost impossible to describe, like you're floating away from your body, dispersing, dissolving. There is nothing familiar in the pain, nothing to hold on to. You grit your teeth. Then another shift comes, and you are back in your body, trembling against the metal walls of the passage. No. So quote request means that I said something, usually I said something wild, and you want to quote and save it forever. If you do !! quote, you'll receive one of those past quotes of just something I've said that's just wild. Usually wild. That's assuming Streamlabs is up and running right now. Verifying that you are a human. I am human. Log in. Log in with Twitch. Is CloudBot on? Yes, CloudBot is on. So yeah, if you do ! quote, you get a wild quote. I think. Wait. I didn't do anything. Oh wait, did I take that down? Is this an old one? This may be deprecated as I was switching over to a different bot. One moment. Un momento. It's still there. I don't know why it didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. It should have worked. Did I remove it from mod status? Maybe that's what I did. No, it's still a mod, it's just inactive. I don't know why the bot's not working. Let me turn it off and on. Oh, there it goes. Are you also thinking about Morio's Big Meat? Yep, there you go. Turn off and on again. The pain slowly fades, becoming a pulsing throb, then a residual flicker. You flex in 0G, stretching out the tension. It's a strange sensation of a distance that persists beyond the pain. Disconnection between your body and yourself. Flickering numbness that refuses to recede. There's quite a few of them. I have game ADHD. Yeah, that's all right. Wonder if the reboot has done, and I never fixed it. Instead, I started playing demos on stream because it works better for me. Wonder if the reboot has done something to your body, or if this is some new sensation you have to live with indefinitely. It strikes you that you know so little about the body that houses you. It could be moments away from collapse, or might preserve for countless cycles like this. You try to shake off the feeling, pushing your hands against each other until they feel like they are yours again. Time is the only thing you need, and right now it feels like you're running out fast. You head for the airlock. You have work to do. I ain't got that much energy left. Contracts are high-risk, high-reward jobs that you and your crew can take on. Contracts require preparation and care to succeed. You'll need to gather enough fuel to travel to the contract. Gather as many supplies as you can afford, keeping the crew going. Look for opportunities to recruit crew temporarily or permanently to help you on contracts. Consider which crew to take carefully. They have different skills and stress resistances, and who choose can affect the story. Once you are ready, you can select the contract map. Okay, that's a lot more than it used to be. I have no fuel, so it doesn't matter. I love how I played the same quote again. It is truly random. I have 0 fuel and it takes 3 just to get there, so I have to go get fuel, no matter what. Complete board contract, escape, export, recruit local crew. Yeah, okay. We've got a new location, Carson Supplies. But we don't really have to go there at the moment. I'd like to talk to him. I'd like to talk to him about this person, Junie. Where's the contract board? Here? Contract board. Bro, it sends my brain back to those places when I read the quotes. And guess what, Sansi? I will provide none. I will give you 0. That one you have to live with. What are they doing spitting out all the good stuff? On a game called The Gunk. You get 0. Oh, that pays 200. That's bigger than I thought. I don't know why it keeps duping. Station management has located a Conway signal. They are concerned to see one is so close and are looking for someone to disable its source. Requirement: disable signal source. Payment: 200 cryo. It's a good contract. This open contract for Hexport administration requires a fee to be paid to receive the coordinates for the job. It's not horrible. Let's go to the canteen. Nobody to talk to. Buy fuel. Fill fuel. It's expensive stuff. God, show me new stuff. Yeah, I know. They're really fighting you on that. The fuel. What we got here? Export docks. We got the bends. Do I have anybody to finish? Oh, I have to finish here still. I could really just... out of context. I feel like I really just... the 0 context. It's so good. Brother. Holy shit. Dude, there's like 10 of them. I love that it keeps giving you the same stuff. What's the good stuff? I don't know. I feel like I could just... There are plenty of crews milling around. We can use our Intuit, which I think are higher... No, Intuit and Thing are the same. Let's do we have a 6? Let's do the harder one. Give us more points. Okay, we got a new location. That's good. The warehouses. I'm about to just give them to you, Sansi, since it's fucking giving you the same ones over and over again. Freight loading. The warehouse at the Hexport. We're good on that, right? Yeah, we're good on ad. I'm gonna lurk while I work on stuff. Yeah, man, you get to do you do what you gotta do. I was gonna give them to you, Sansi. We're also at the Hexport dock, supplies industry. But it's endure. I can't really do it. That's fine. Alright. Quotes. If you show me one that I already read, you're getting sued hard. I'll be sure to ruin your life. The life of everyone you love. And get you removed off of Twitch. Think before you speak again. Bro, they're putting the fear of God in them. Putting the fear of God in them. All right, we gotta take a nappies. Rig engine. What's in here? Oh, fit the fuel lines. All right, we just gotta end cycle. I was full on in there, and he didn't come. Bro, what the fuck? What am I saying? As you can see, sometimes you gotta pretend these things with force. Yeah, I see it, I see it. Streamlabs understood. Bro, I got a 1? I rolled a 1, dog? I got 2 6s, though. That's pretty good. Okay. These things are just money is what I think that symbol means. Gotta do more of this, though. We're gonna use our 1 on this just to kind of try and get this done. Hopefully we neutral. Shit! Oh, we got it though. We just lost energy. That's a lot of energy. Let's see what we got. As you are gliding across the docking concourse, you hear a scuffle. The noise of raised voices cuts through conversation drifting out of the dockside. Dock shops. Glancing down an alley, you see a huddle of figures shouting back and forth. You spot one man in the middle of the group, surrounded, pushing the others back as they grab at bags slung over his shoulder. You don't like the way this looks, but then again, Seraphim told you to keep your head down. I cannot rush in, I cannot do that, but I can cause a distraction. Neutral outcome, okay. Look around for something that could break up the fight and see a thick cooling pipe running down the alley wall. You quickly turn to understand the system and choose a valve to start spinning. As you do, the system begins to vent in sequence down the alley. Violent jets randomly bursting into the air. There's a scramble in the alley, and you spot the figure who was being attacked drop down to the alley floor. Then your vision insistently fills with a pale liquid as a jet of coolant jumps out nearby, missing you, but sending you spinning in 0G. After a few moments, you manage to steady yourself. As you do, you see a clear alley, the assailant having fled, with one figure gliding towards you. Yo, homie, a G! Okay, you have no excuse that recent enough. Big meat, Morio's big meat. Most importantly, in a game about a yellow taxi that goes vroom, listen, in Yellow Taxi Go Vroom, you were created by the great mechanic Morio. And you were trying to save the world from, what do they call him? Elon Tusk. And you don't have to worry about big oil because you're powered by a spring. Is that enough information on why we were talking about Morio's meat? He goes, "It's me, Morio." One second. Yeah. Supposed to think that was clever. The man gives you a severe look. You like to break up fights you didn't start? He laughs. Belt's gonna eat you up. He shifts the large bags on his shoulder, weightless but unwieldy in 0G. I was helping? The man laughs. Well, he shakes his head. Thank goodness. Thanks, I guess. Kicks off and drifts past you. You watch the man go, and then after a moment he stops and turns back. He rubs his forehead, looking down as he does. What's your deal anyway? He sighs. Maybe you are new here, but export is no place for do-gooders. I know what it's like. You need help. The man smiles. I don't think so. He shakes his head. Bunch of cowards. Idiots, too, getting beat up over some scrap. Look, let's not hang around, alright? The man pats his chest. I'm Femi. Oh, we don't know actually if he was the one getting beat up or doing the beating up. That's reality that I didn't realize. Look, let's not hang around, alright? The man pats his chest. I'm Femi. He unshoulders one of the bags and pushes it towards you. Make yourself useful. Let's head. You get the strap of the bag over your shoulder and follow him through the docks, gliding past the concourse towards the connecting bridges. Cuts down a side passage, looking back to check you are following. Then he stops at the docking bridge connecting to a dull green ship with yellow markings. You look out the view window at an odd catamaran-like shape, seemingly built from two separate hulls welded together. Symbol crash, he says. You assume that's the ship's name. Yo, what is this design? I fucking love these designs in this game. Femi, you bring in space. A young woman, brightly dressed and stretching as she glides, drifts into the passage. She glances at you. No offense. Grabs my Beat Saber and beat your ass. Still, yeah, this one's not as terrifying. Nia, we switched to African for both of them. Nia, Femi shakes his head. This one, he squeezes your shoulder. Helped me fend off some export scum while you were busy sunning yourself. Nia raises her eyebrows. I'm sure you could handle them, big brother. Her glib response hides the flash of concern that passes across her face. You can't tell if Femi noticed. Nia turns to you. Thanks. She smiles sweetly. And I'm sorry for my brother. She shoots him a glance. Just in general. I'm sorry for my brother. Just in general. He is, fucked. He is, how you say, fucked. Yeah, Femi murmurs. Enough now. He reaches over and takes the bag you were carrying. Nia rolls her eyes at you, but stays silent. Factory Row wouldn't take these. Femi hefts the bag. Gonna load them back up. Maybe we'll find a use for them. Turns back to you. Thanks for the Thank you for the assist, sleeper. He nods firmly. Now not what I expected. He knew I was a sleeper. He slaps the button for the bridge door and kicks off along the docking bridge on his way to the symbol crash. Nia looks at you with raised eyebrow. I hope my brother was joking. Or did you really help him? I tried. Thank you. She looks back at the ship. My brother needs help more than he admits. It's okay. She pauses, thinking. I want to ask you something. She takes a deep breath and gives you a direct look. What is she building up to? Are you looking for a crew? She looks away. Sorry to be direct, but you seem like, well, if you're on Hexport, maybe you're with a crew? She stops herself. I mean, maybe your crew needs crew? maybe you are looking? Why do you ask? Nia looks back at the ship, then at you. Look, I'll be honest. Being on a crew with my brother is nice, but he is suffocating me. She frowns at her own bluntness. I'm not a kid anymore, you know, but he still sees me like one. She shrugs. I want to show him I can handle him myself. I need experience. I need to run some contracts. She gives him a determined look. What do you say? I mean, I prefer her to the other woman. She cooler. And not risky. Not immediately risky. Shouldn't I ask your brother? Oh, I want to say that. Shouldn't you talk to your brother? That's what should be said. I don't need to be asking her brother for shit. Her brother don't own her. But at the same time, she should be talking to her brother if they are in a crew together. Give me that option. I think about it. I'm not sure. I'm going to go... Hal was full on in there and he didn't come. She gives you a determined look. What do you say? I'll think about it. I'm not sure. Should I ask your brother? You don't need to ask shit, so that one's out. I'll think about it. I think is the neutral. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. I'm a good salvage, alright? You can use me. She smiles. I can spot things. Find gaps, ways in. She folds her arms across her chest. I know what I'm doing. Femi taught me well. She glances back at the ship. Just consider it, alright? Let me prove myself. Suddenly a shout comes from the ship, echoing down the passage. Femi. He makes both of you nervous. Nia looks at his direction. I should go. She pushes off towards the docking bridge. I'll be waiting. Nia gives you one last glance as she departs, then disappears in the docking bridge, leaving you alone in the passage. I like Nia. I do like Nia. I do like Nia. Want quote number one? Do you want me to give it to you, Sansi, or you want to keep rolling for it? All in all, there's only 7 quotes, actually. I thought there were more. Oh, you're going to hate it when you find out what one is. It was somebody being sassy. Yeah, I can just tell you if you want. You're not going to like it. I wish it was that fancy. Oh, big meat. Papa meat. Gotta understand, 20... Oh no, I've been streaming longer than that. Oh my god, I've been streaming for so long. Holy shit. I've been streaming for so long. I'm gonna go into existential crisis here. Give me a moment. I'm about to get existential. I've been streaming for way too long. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright. Back to the game and ignoring that crisis. We are low on energy. Let's go to the rig real quick and get some food. Oh, no, we'll use a roll on it. It's genuinely not that good. I can just give it to you if you want. If I get negative, fuck me. Alright. Wait, I didn't even have stress. I thought I was going to get rid of hunger. I need energy. But when food isn't readily available, you can use it to survive. I just need food. Let me just go to the restaurant. Why did I use that? I just pay for food. I don't know why it's scaring you. It's not that good. It's actually really sucky. As like the quote. Alright, we got energy again. feel like I wasted a 3 on that. I don't have anything to do here. I got the contract board here. That's the cantina. There's material scrapping. I can do some of this real quick. It gives me 10, I think. I think it's funny you're not getting number 1, actually. Like, genuinely, I think it's kind of funny. Okay. Where's she waiting at? I gotta level up, too. I only have 1 point available, and I don't think I can use it on anything. Yeah, because I, like, need 4 or 2s. Reboot signature. +1, rerolled lowest dice. Crew stress to reroll. Oh, I've been doing that wrong. I could have rerolled that 1. I'm going to reroll another dice, and then no dice damage on push reroll. Okay. Maybe it will come with you on contract if you like. Okay, I can just tell her I want it, I guess. Okay. Okay. We gotta buy fuel, though. I don't think I have money for it. Yeah. We're gonna fill fuel. Let's go over here, do some Intuit jobs, and fill the fuel. Okay. Let's see if this gives us more money. I'm missing the skill completely. So it turns my 6 into a 4? No. That's too low. What can we do at the warehouse? That's just endure work we can't do. And the Benz, I think you just gamble. I have good into it. Let's see if it gives me more money. Get some more chits. Only 9? Okay, this is worse. Let's go here. Use our last roll. Get some more money. Let's go here and let's refuel. Let's resupply ourselves. Okay, fuel is full. We're gonna get some more money. We're gonna fill up supplies. So we're gonna do one more day here. We're gonna refill our supplies. You're playing with the devil. You don't want to challenge me. You'll meet true suffering and loneliness. Don't try me. Bro, talking to the bot's crazy. How do you do the reroll? Don't I have the skill? Reboot config. Do I have to be able to buy one first? I think maybe I have to buy one first. Yeah, maybe I just can't do it yet. Okay. Let's do some more work real quick. Let's do some more work real quick here. These 2, I'll be done. I'll have enough money. I'll refill our supplies. Then we can head out. Where's my cargo? For short range engine. Oh, okay. And then we're going to refill our supplies. Okay. Let's go. Oh, we got to take the contract. Oh, there's a payment for the contract. Shit. I gotta pay for the contract. Cool. That's so lucky. It is so lucky for us. Alright. got the contract. Contract is now on map. Go to rig. Does it just take me home? Okay, it just takes me home. I can't believe you haven't gotten it yet, dude. It is not being friendly to you. Alright, Conway signal. Disable signal source. Okay. Nia is going to come with us. And Seraphim. Leaving Junie out at the moment. I don't trust her. She came out of nowhere. And she lies. Confirm crew. It's not that bad, dude. It's genuinely dumb. It's a drone. Seraphim spots the signal source first. The light barely shimmering off its dark hull plating. Design trait that betrays its covert use. A flash catches your attention. You can see a rent in the hull through which red light pulses. Wounded. Seraphim shakes his head. Wish they'd finished the job. You've seen one before? Seraphim looks back over his shoulder towards you. We've seen one before. Don't you? He sighs. Sorry. I know it isn't your fault. He looks at the drone. Lane had us work on one in Darkside Bay, though it was barely a shell. Disarmed and deactivated, he had us searching through its guts for salvage. Even that one gave me the creeps. It had its core ripped out. He pushes the ship closer. This one is still alive. Conway! Nia kisses her teeth. Conway! Corporate scum! He glanced over at her and see the fire in her bright eyes. They don't even dare to come here and forces us out themselves. It's all proxies and drones. She shakes her head. Typical core-bred cowards. Run into them before? She glances at you. You might say that. She looks at the drone. You won't see me taking my eyes off that thing for a second. Seraphim carefully guides the ship closer. You watch the drone. System is full of these things. Running missions on their operators. Rare to see one out in the belt, though. Maybe got hit during a run-in with Senate stat mercs. Looks like it's drifting. Most of the system's blown out, but look, there. He jabs a finger towards the red light at the far side of the drone. It's still broadcasting. Maybe even receiving. How do we shut it off? If it brings you ever closer. What I remember from Darkside Job is that the central core and the broadcast array need to be shut off to kill these things. Core will turn off local systems, and the broadcast array will sever the link with the Conway operators. Seraphim swallows. But you can bet those systems are protected. Let Seraphim explain. Your attention is suddenly drawn by the shudder from the drone, like a tremor running along its length. This thing is rigged to blow, Sleeper. He frowns. We go slow and careful. We don't touch anything we don't know about. Turns back to Nia. You hear that? I got you. She looks sincere. Seraphim brings the rig to a stop, close enough for you to cross through open space to reach the drone hall. Let's suit up. You head down to the airlock to repair. As you get suited up, you think of the corporate war taking place in the inner system, the war that this drone was driven from. Out here, on the shore of the conflict, the biggest danger is the flotsam and jetsam, drifting in with the tides and orbit of the system's might. One cycle bring the war with it. For now, the belt is outside of its reach, but looking out at the red pulsing drone, that doesn't give you much comfort. Oh, you got it! I told you it was stupid! I told you it was dumb! I told you it was dumb! See? Are you happy now, Sansi? I told you it was stupid. I hope you're glad. You're telling me I waited all this time and put in all this effort to see a one-word quote while all the other quotes are more than 2 words. It literally was because I was saying turrets wrong. I say turrets. And I kept getting autocorrect or yelled at by, his name was Blind. And he kept telling me, no, it's turrets. And I kept saying turrets. And he kept yelling at me. And he quoted it. And that's the quote. That's what happened in 2021. I told you it's stupid. You're still getting sued. What a waste of time. I told you I could just tell you and you never responded. Welcome to your first contract. While on a contract, you might be able to assign 2 dice for each crew members as you would assign your own dice. Pay attention to the crew's skills to use them effectively. In certain outcomes, crew will take crew stress. When their stress is full, you will no longer be able to use them to perform actions. While on a contract, your energy bar will automatically be supplied for each cycle that you have available supplies. When your supplies are depleted, both you and your crew will take 1 stress per cycle. Contracts also have their own contract stress. If this bar is filled, the contract will fail. Good luck. Oh. Interesting. I like this system. Drone stress, rigged to blow. Their stress. He has endure like I thought. Oh, she is just into it? That's my best. Oh no, my best skill is this one. Wait, right? Yeah. Okay. Mine is interface. I keep forgetting. She has good into it. She has plus like I have on thing. Okay. So that's good. It's a different skill set. I hate that they both have 2s and 1s. So the rig, access hatch, and hull damage. Exposed drone interior. Identify route. Might be possible to slip through the gap in the drone damaged hull. But once inside, where to go? How to find the broadcast array? So gap where the drone sustains some damage. With a lot of effort, I'll be able to pry away the plates and create an entry point. That seems like a lot that can go wrong. What we got over here? Reprogram hatch. I can do that. With the drone in such a reactive state, ready to fry itself in defense, perhaps reprogramming the hatch to open is your crew's best approach. Release hatch, I can't do that. Nobody can. So, if I did that, it only goes to a 4 though. I can get 5 to 6 with somebody to get us in. Why do they only have to roll these low in numbers? Oh, I can push now. You gain some stress. As your stress increases, you will have a higher chance of taking damage to your action dice. Tell me roll them. Okay. Okay. So I can give these to them. How do I give them... I don't know how to do that. Okay. Well, seeing as I don't know how to get them to do it, I'm just gonna use my skill to try and open it. Please. Fuck. Shit. I'll try one more time. Please. Okay. During the contract, you can use your push ability once per cycle to give you an edge at tricky situations. Pushing a crew's one stress. Yeah, I already figured that out. You can hold your mouse over the button and on a character screen. Yeah. Okay, so you can't use... Your push is only for out here in the wilderness. So I can't do shit with them. We're gonna give her one shot at this. Alright, let me take a look. Let's go! Let's go. Okay. I thought they said I can give them dice. Didn't they say that? Okay. For each crew member, as you would assign your own dice. Oh. Okay, no. They do just roll. Okay. I think we're done for this cycle. I don't think we can do anything else. Wow, this is hard. We're going to do one more snooze real quick. Okay, those are better rolls. I like those. I like those rolls. Get in there. You have a good lurk, dude. Okay. So you'd use all your intuit on this thing. Okay. Must have been a neutral. Alright, you, sir, try to create an opening. Okay. Keep trying to make an opening. Let's go. Wow, this is intense. Wow, this is intense. Okay. I got sixes across. I got 3 sixes. 3 sixes. We're getting in there. We're getting in there. We're getting in there. Come on. Come on. We're going to re-roll one. We're going to re-roll one. Okay. It's a 4. It's a 4. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. One more. One more. One more. Let's go! Holy shit. Getting that drone requires care and Force Conway is highly protective proprietary system. You hear the bleeping immediately. Among the chambers and cabling of the drone interior, something has started counting down. Guys? Guys! Nia's voice comes hissing through the suit's comm channel. Does anyone else hear that? Because I'm getting nervous. Shit. Seraphine's voice joins her. This is what I was worried about. Are we screwed? I can't be sure. Seraphine has dropped his voice to a whisper, as if that might make a difference. Either this thing is about to send out a distress call, or it's about to blow. We got to shut this thing down fast. He pauses. Then we move to the other side, because I bet there's a surprise waiting for us there, too. We good? Nia sounds tense. Am I heading back to the ship or what? Seraphine cuts in. We're good. We keep going. He shuts off the channel. You take a moment in the silence. All right. Time to deal with this fast. Then get over to the other side before something happens. Okay. But I think I can take one cycle. I have to restock. We used everything. Gotta work fast. Goes to sleep. Ooh, you've been taking damage to a dice because of stress. When your dice are rolled at the start of the cycle, stress dictates if you take damage or not. Higher stress means higher chance of damage. My markers above the stress bar tell you which dice will damage your dice when rolled. Each dice has 3 dice health. When it is depleted, the dice will break. You must be prepared to you can use normally. Oh shit, okay. They're all ones, dude. I have to be safe to do that. Yeah, okay. So there's no fixing it right now. We gotta go in there. I gotta get... Okay, it's into it. She did good. We're gonna use her into it to start this. Oh. We're just gonna take the positive. Because he can use this thing to get in the other one. Okay. 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 Just need one. Shit. Shit. We need one. Need one. Need one. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. That's done. Get into the hall. I need you to pry open the thing, Safine. I need you to pry that bitch open. Ooh, that's risky as hell. That's risky as hell. What if I do it on the risky one? Nope, because I don't have Endure, that's right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I boosted my own stress, but we got one. Okay, we gotta go sleep again. We gotta go back to sleep. Fuck it, push it. Oh, I got a 6. Okay. Okay, oh, the ad's starting. Shit. Shit. Push it. Push it. Push it. Push it. Come on, we need one more. We need one more. We need one more. I can't do it with the one. I can't do it with the one. We have to rest. We'll rest, we'll have full dice. We're gonna end the cycle. Oh, crap. Alright, last chance. Last chance. Your Intuit is really bad right now. We're gonna use my 4. No. We're gonna use his 5. Because that'll get us in there. Okay. We're in. We're in. Okay. It's interface. Let's go. Let's go. I can do that one in my sleep. Let's go. Hack that shit. Hack that shit. Hack that shit. Bam. Done. Hacked. The thrumming, pulsing interior of the drone goes still for the first time since you boarded it. You look across at Seraphine and Nia and share a smile. You all exhale so loudly it can be heard over the suit's shared comm channel. The drone is dead. One last piece of Conway shit to worry about. Nia grins. We killed it. Don't get too excited, Seraphine cuts in. It was looking pretty rough when we got here. You make your way back to the hall, the drone now faintly rolling in one direction. It stabilizes offline. Nia catches up with you as you glide towards the rig. Make a pretty good crew, Sleeper. We do. Nia grins widely. She punches you on the arm playfully. You reach the rig's airlock and take one last look at the drone's dark hull. It catches the light as it rolls in the vacuum. At some point in the near future, this drone will likely be smashed to pieces by one of the many asteroids of the belt. Spreading across this place as twinkling dust. The thought pleases you. As does the thought of all the cryo Hexport now owes you. Time to go collect. This concludes. You can leave via the map. You can now travel back to the hub. Once you leave, you will not be able to return. Leave the contract. Oh, we lose 5 immediately. That's good. After docking at the Hexport, Seraphine lets go of the controls and leans back in the chair. Nia leans over to you. Thank you, Sleeper, she stretches. I knew you took a chance on me. Glad to have you. Nia smiles an infectious smile. Feel good to make a contract work, Seraphin smiles, no matter how we pull it off. It's hard not to agree. And it feels better when the Hexport courier comes with a lockbox full of chits. Lane may still be hunting you, but this should help the effort to slip his net. Suddenly, you hear a familiar voice. Nia! Femi glides into view, approaching from the docks, fixes you with a stare. What are you playing at, Sleeper? Nia wanted to come. You go to speak, but Nia drifts forward, cutting you off. Don't come throwing your weight around, Femi. I can make my own decisions. She glances back at you. Sleeper took me at my word, and I'm grateful. Femi is fuming. Did they now? He turns to you. Well, if you are working for Sleeper, I hope they paid you well. Nia looks away. Well, I asked, so... Femi smiles. Oh, so you aren't paying you. Seraphin crosses arms. Let's keep this civil. You realize this is the first time he is meeting Femi. If we are being civil, seems like Nia is owed her share. Femi fixes you with a severe look. Pay Nia a share. Yeah. Grab around a quarter of the chits from the lockbox, holding them out to Nia. She takes them sheepishly. All right then, Femi smiles. We're good here. He turns to leave. What a big brother. Nia's mouth is a sorry and follows Femi across the docks. Someone watches them go. Sure know how to pick 'em, Sleeper. And shakes his head. Turns away and heads back along the docking bridge. I just hope we aren't going to end up a stack of Cairo short when we need to get out of here. That's fine. You just completed a drive and earned an upgrade point. You have push upgrades available. Yes, I do. I have 2 now. No dice damage on push rerolls. I think I want that. Because damaging is rough. Next, I can do -2 stress if reroll a 6. Reroll random dice, but +1 rolled. Ooh. Okay. Alright. We are going to end there, though. That is where we are going to end stream today. So, I really enjoyed this game. I hope you guys liked it. Let's head back to the cafe. Turn off that TV. And we are going to jump back to where we belong. Like I said, it's a shorter stream. My stomach is upsetty spaghetti. So we weren't going to do a long one, as I was hoping to do a normal stream. But it's okay. This shit happens. That's stupid. So we're going to look at who we can raid at. But first we got to get you back. Hope you guys had a great time. Happy to have you here today, Sansi. I hope everyone lurking is having a good day, good night. And I will see you guys on Friday with an actual programming stream, since I forgot to do it last week as I went straight to work and forgot. Sometimes I do that just because I'm trying to get shit done. You know how it is.